You know, contract farming, it's this incredibly complex dance of planning, growing, and then all the logistics. We're talking about managing the entire journey, right? From a farmer's handshake all the way to the final sale. So the big question is, how can technology make this whole thing, well, simpler? Let's find out. I mean, this is the fundamental challenge, isn't it? Think about it. How do you actually bring certainty to a harvest that, well, it hasn't even been planted yet? You're making these huge commitments based on something that technically doesn't exist. So, how do you get rid of all that guesswork? How do you build a process you can actually trust right from day one? Let's break it down. All right, so first up, planting the digital seed. We're talking about contract creation and management. See, everything has to start with a solid foundation, right? Before a single seed even touches the soil, you've got to build the framework for success. And today, that framework is all digital. And it all boils down to this. It all starts with a single smart contract. This is really the core idea here. The entire relationship, every single term, it's all captured in one digital place. Think of it as the single source of truth for the whole season. So how does this actually get built? Well, it's pretty straightforward. First, you define the rules of the game. The payment terms, how long the contract lasts, all that good stuff. Then, step two, you map out who you're actually working with. Is it one farmer? A whole group? You get them all in the system. And finally, you configure the inputs, like who's providing the seeds. It's a super clear, structured way to kick things off. And what's really cool is the flexibility. The system isn't rigid at all. It adapts to whoever you're working with, individual farmers, brokers, even massive co-ops. The platform actually fits your partnership model, not the other way around, which is so important. Okay, so the contract is all set. Now the story shifts from the office right out into the field. This is where real-time visibility becomes absolutely everything. And this is where it gets really practical. Imagine a field officer out on a farm. They can capture notes, snap photos, log the crop's health, all of it right there on a mobile device. And that data, it's available instantly. So a routine checkup is suddenly transformed into actionable, real-time intelligence for the whole team. And what you end up with is this, a living timeline of the entire season. You can see it all laid out as a series of connected events. So you're not just sitting back and reacting to problems when they pop up. No, you're actively tracking progress, you're anticipating what's needed next, and you're planning ahead for the harvest way in advance. All right, now the momentum really starts to build. The crops are ready. And getting them from the field to where they need to go, that is a massive logistical puzzle. And this is where a connected system really, really shines. So check this out. Right there, at the source, in the field, you can record the crop's maturity and its quality. And the second that harvest is ready, boom, you capture the truck dispatch details. There are no delays, no lost pieces of paper. The information is moving just as fast as the produce is. And that digital thread just keeps on going. From the truck, the system tracks the produce right into cold storage. Every single lot can be organized and traced, which means you have quality control and accountability every single step of the way. It's just a totally seamless handoff. Think of it like your own personal transport command center. You're not just booking a truck. You're managing all the vehicle and driver details, you're scheduling pickups, you're doing quality checks right at loading, and you're even tracking costs. It gives you complete control over the entire logistics chain. Okay, let's recap. We've created the contract, we've tracked the growth, we've managed all the logistics. So what's the big payoff? Well, it's turning all of that on-the-ground data into clear, strategic insights. And here it is, this central portal. Every single piece of information from every stage we've just talked about, it all flows into one simple dashboard. This gives managers a real-time 360-degree view of the entire operation. You're not hunting for information in 5 different systems anymore. It's all right there. And this, right here, is the ultimate transformation. You move away from the old way of doing things, relying on guesswork, dealing with constant unexpected delays, and always putting out fires. Instead, you're operating with complete end-to-end transparency. You're making faster, smarter decisions that are all backed by actual, real data. And that really is the final question, isn't it? When you have this level of control, this kind of visibility and intelligence just built into your operations, it doesn't just improve what you're doing today. It totally opens up a world of possibilities for what you can achieve tomorrow.